Hello everyone, my name is Rob. I'm the founder of antiwartees.com and today is March the 14th, 2012. Today's topic is the super viral video, The Invisible Children, highlighting the conscription of young children by the warlord Joseph Kony. Now I put warlord in parentheses because those are graphic terms and terms that our government and our Western media like to highlight for their own purposes. But the facts are, Joseph Kony only controlled several hundred square miles of the country of Uganda. And secondly, most people believe he's either dead or he hasn't been in the country for the last 5 or 6 years. So at best, the video itself is 5 or 6 years old. What Kony does, though, and his image and his provenance as a warlord, it serves the U.S. in their foreign policy goals. Because you can see that this is a repeated theme through U.S. foreign policy. And what I mean by that is that U.S. foreign policy demands a boogeyman. Now, we all know what a boogeyman is. It is a figure that is conjured up to scare children. And our government, in its wisdom and in its own agenda, chooses to keep the people stirred up in fear so our government can continue this war machine. And Joseph Kony serves that purpose because now the left is talking about wanting an invasion of Uganda. It's ridiculous. Look, you can see the pattern for yourself. In Iraq, it was Saddam Hussein, then Al-Qaeda. And what happened? Well, there were no WMDs. We killed 1.2 million Iraqis. We dropped white phosphorus and depleted uranium on those people. We confiscated the oil. We confiscated their gold, and we began a proxy war with China by limiting their accesses to those resources. The same is true in Afghanistan and Pakistan. Remember back in 2001 in George Bush's October surprise? Well, between Bush and Obama, we killed 100,000 Afghans in the country. But again, the boogeyman was Osama bin Laden. And Osama bin Laden was needed to justify the U.S. going into the country, helping to grow opium, shipping out the opium into Mexico, where then it floods into the U.S. And out of those activities, the U.S. profits $500 billion a year off of the sale and trafficking of opium. This is the type of government, this is the type of criminal government that is in Washington, D.C. And we, the people, unfortunately continue to fall for the same propaganda over and over and over again. The same modus operandi as occurred in Libya. Well, the boogeyman in Libya was Muammar Gaddafi. Well, I'm going to tell you this, in my opinion, and I wasn't a fan of Muammar Gaddafi, but I'd rather have Muammar Gaddafi in Libya than the Transnational Council. Because the Transnational Council is Al-Qaeda. And we all know that Al-Qaeda is CIA created. So, again, the modus operandi is the same. We looted the gold from Muammar Gaddafi. As soon as the Transnational Council became powerful, we looted the gold. We took the oil. We keep the Chinese from access to Libyan oil. We killed 40,000 black Libyans in the country. So all of this death and destruction is about resources. It's about limiting China and their access to those resources. And it's about installing puppet regimes for the final war or the final goal of invading Iran. So really what I want you to look at from this little brief video blog that I'm posting today is that U.S. foreign policy is based upon fear. your fear, because that justifies them continuing the war machine in the Middle East. And so they're really playing the American people as a bunch of childlike imbeciles who really do not know what is going on, and we need to be scared to death to allow them to continue with their unjustifiable illegal wars. Secondly, we have killed so many people, and I can hear all of the boos and the hisses out there now. Well, they hate us for our freedom. No, they don't hate us because we're free. They hate us because we've invaded their country. They hate us because we've taken their resources. They hate us because we've brought death and destruction upon their people. They hate us because we've destroyed their cities. They hate us because we've destroyed their infrastructure. Do not continue to buy the propaganda that the U.S. military and the Gang of 535 in Washington, D.C. continues to promote. It's time to wake up, America. It's time to grow up and be adults and understand that this military-industrial complex is out of control, and it is time to rein them in. Because if we do not rein them in, if we do not take back our government, then once they turn that military machine inward, then you're going to see the awfulest police state that the world has ever seen. Wake up, America. And if you have a chance, stop by my site at www.antiwartees.com and check out all of the anti-war swag there. And I also have another video out on YouTube. Check that out. And if you have any questions or comments, please don't hesitate to contact me at info@antiwartees.com. Until next time, America, good night.